My favorite thing to be is skinny. And I fear you cannot say that out loud, but it is my favorite thing to be, and it is my favorite fear to not be. And this is just for me personally. This is all personal to me. But I just wanted to say it out loud because honestly, it's all I think about. It's all I think about.
I don't think a lot of you guys are looking at Slim Kim's statement about being skinny through a black lens, because being skinny in the black community is not like the highest beauty standard. It's always, shorter average women who are thick. That has always been the beauty standard for us. I am 5'8". I am skinny. I think the last time I weighed myself, I was like 135 pounds. My shoulders are a little bit wider. I don't really have that waist thing going on, and my hips are just non-existent. It really wasn't until this year where I finally came to terms with the fact that I am not going to be thick. I've always wanted to be thick. My entire family is thick, gorgeous, voluptuous bodies, and that's just not me. But I can still love myself for the way I am. I don't know what her intent was with that video because it was so vague. But yeah, I just think that we really need to analyze.
Why her glasses are like magnifying glasses? I know it took me a minute to dive in that shit real quick. Let me go back to what the dark skin. You know what, bro? Skinny ain't all that cracked up to be. Yeah, it look cool. But like when you really think about it, like who the fuck want to look cool? Don't mean shit. I don't know. Would y'all watch me if I was fat? You know what I'm saying? When you fat, bro. When you fat. Do you know how, like, almost, like, good life is? It's because you can justify any dumb purchase you make on food. See, bro, I'm in Arizona right now, and I haven't had nothing good to eat. It got so bad out here to where I'm cooking now. I don't even cook, my nigga. I don't cook. So, it's this one nigga who's selling these Boudin balls. Pause. He's like 20-some minutes away from me. And I'm like, I'm not driving 20 minutes for 3 Boudin balls for $25 fucking dollars. So I asked him how much delivery is. He said $40. I said, I'm not spending $40 for 3 Boudin balls. I couldn't justify that in my head. But if I was a fat nigga, I could justify that, and right now I will be enjoying some scrumptious ass Boudin balls. If y'all know what that is, look up the hot Cheeto Boudin balls. That shit just fucking, I haven't had no real ones. It just look good. The cheese pool, all that shit, dip it in the cheese. I'm like, but fuck, can I really justify spending $40 fucking dollars on 3 Boudin balls? But fat people can. You gotta think, the only advantage we get is looking good, but honestly, bro, do you not see these fat people have emotion? Look at Big X, the plug dude. I'm pretty sure he got a bad bitch. I'm pretty sure. So if you a big dude with money, you popping. If you a big girl with some ass, you popping. And you get to eat whatever you want. Nigga, I gotta go to the gym and shit. And the only reason I do it is because I was programmed into this shit. I was programmed into this shit. Like my grandpa had me go to the gym at like 6 or some shit. Something wild. And then when you do it for that long, it just don't even feel right when you don't do it. My grandpa gone now, but when I'm chilling, I just when I haven't missed at the gym for a couple days, I can just see him looking at me like, take your bitch ass to the gym. It's just in you. You know what I'm saying? It's just in you. When you grow up a certain way, nigga, who gets forced to go to the gym? We going to the gym. We running. Like I was an athlete or something. It's ridiculous. But yeah. And then with the light-skinned girl right here, I mean, she got a point. We've been pushing these thick girls a lot. We've been pushing these thick girls, and bro, honestly, this is all, and y'all girls need to quit thinking y'all hot shit. Come approach a nigga. Yeah, yeah, y'all need to, all y'all trying to be cool and y'all all, yeah, y'all on the same boat as us. You know, I feel bad for that skinny shit. What about short niggas? What about light skinned niggas? Fuck out my face. Think somebody care about that shit? Let me let this play though.
That aspect of being skinny within our own beauty standard.
My favorite thing to be is skinny. Why wouldn't it be? It's the only thing women have learned from the media, fashion, and the wellness industry that profits off of our insecurity. I'm not here to say that you should be one size or another. I am 5'2", and there's a certain size and weight that I feel most comfortable that allows me to be active and do the things that I want to do. The criticism here is that you're not saying the whole story. Why? Why is your favorite thing to be is skinny? Where does that belief come from and who does it serve the most? We need to understand this, that going against the grain, going against what the patriarchy and what capitalism and what the advertising industry has told us since the day we were born takes a great amount of courage, consciousness, of self-awareness. The issue with something like this, it reduces identity and it only supports current systems of oppression that already exist. And we ask ourselves why kids are the way they are, why they vote the way they do. They're not like us when we were that age. Are we being the best role models? That's also a question that we should invite into the conversation.
Coming from a Sierra Leone household, and I just want to offer some perspective in this conversation. Being slim, at least in the big family I come from, is not the best thing. I know it's wrong, but it just kind of is what it is with just breaking just generational things. I say this because I work out. My family knows I work out. And because of that, I'm almost sometimes hyper scrutinized to make sure that I don't lose too much weight. The only time my weight has been a conversation is when I am losing weight. And it's my family, love them down. It is what it is. I don't take it too personal. I just mind my business. But the only time I've ever heard anything go on about my weight in a negative connotation is when they're like, you're getting smaller. Are you eating? But to them, it's coming out of a place of worry. Like, to them, they're just like, oh, is something going on? Why aren't you eating? You're getting smaller. Why are you losing weight? And I do think mentally in their brain, as long as I am not gaining excessive weight, which, like I said, doesn't make it okay. But as long as I don't pass that threshold, whenever I start losing weight or I look like I'm losing weight, it's always going to get called out. I say that to say that not in every community, at least in the Black community or African community or in different families and household, is slim considered the beauty standard. Because as I'm just researching it and seeing all these videos, I'm just like, oh, so to some people, this is the beauty standard. But growing up, if I was too small, I was being told, eat. It doesn't make it okay. But I can definitely see how someone can come out later and be like, you know what, I do like being slim. I do like being this way, even though my whole life y'all are telling me that it looks sickly. I'm just offering perspective.
Listen, I know that.
Well, bro, skinny. When you say skinny, that don't sound too good. Because one thing the only type of skinny I don't like is when you see that shit right there. When it ain't none of a flat, like when it's like it's a big ass dent right here. He's like, it look weird, That's the only thing. But I mean, bro, I think I just gotta find a perfect medium. Because, well, it just depends. I think with girls, it's all about what make them feel confident. So I feel like if a girl feel confident being whatever they is, I think that's their best bet. But with dudes, I think it's a difference. And you gotta hear me out right here. And with dudes, I think you can't be too big and you can't be too little. because we live in a world where we gotta protect ourselves. You can't be walking around here looking like a bitch. It makes a difference. It makes a difference. It makes a whole world out of difference. Like honestly, yeah, you might have some niggas comment on girls being fat, but like niggas genuinely don't care because somebody's still gonna hit that. Somebody's still gonna fuck that. Regardless she too big or too little. I've never heard. Bro. Y'all know the stories. I done told y'all how I didn't see my niggas with. I didn't see my niggas with girls that's built like couches, my nigga. Couches, pluff ass, motherfucking Bees Market couches, nigga. Like Big Lots ass couches, my nigga. And I don't think these girls who had Big Lot couches built as females ain't got no shortage of attention or fucking meat. They might not get the guy that they want, but on the other hand, if you a guy, if you too big, bro, you literally, you're invisible. Except when, you're not invisible because you big as hell, but you invisible like ain't nobody checking for you. And when you too skinny, it's the same, but everybody feel like they could whoop your ass. So for guys, it's a whole different story. With girls, they all in their own fucking head.
that girl Slim Kim came on here and said that all she thinks about is being slim and being skinny. And listen, I ain't here to talk about that, but what I'm here to talk about is, you want to know what I think about night and day and night? I want small titties. I want to be commander-in-chief, mayor of, secretary of state for the itty bitty titty committee. That's what I wanted. That's what I want. That's what I need. Okay? Yeah, being skinny's nice. Not that I've ever experienced it, but I'm sure it's nice. But I want small tatas. That's what I want. We're talking about the wrong thing here. We're talking about the wrong obsession. If we're gonna have conversations, let's have the conversations that matter. I'm sorry.
Man, how the hell y'all mad at Slim Kim? She got on here and said, I like myself. I love myself. My biggest fear is being someone else. And y'all got mad at her for that? It's a certain way I like my body to look too. That's why I'm in the gym every single day. It's a certain way I like for my body to look. It's a certain way I don't want my body to look. For lack of better words. How are y'all mad at her for that? Then I seen somebody say, just because you slim, that don't mean you healthy. I don't think she said she like being healthy. She said, I like being slim, petite. You mean? I ain't say nothing about health. You know what I mean? Y'all be trying to make a problem out of nothing. She love herself. Hell, ain't nothing wrong with a little petite thing.
I think he on point because this is it. I think it's all about just what make you comfortable. Cause bro, motherfuckers that say something they don't care about their weight, but then the whole time they upset they can't fit them jeans they had when they was in fucking high school or some shit, or they can't do certain shit. See, that's when it's a problem. That's when your weight is a problem. When it stop you from doing certain things, it stop you from, you know what I'm saying? When you just walk around negative, comment, and you know, plus if you got health problems. But yeah, like, you know, and honestly, come on, man, come on, bro. With the skinny comment, you gotta realize we have been bagging on the skinny. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm gonna be honest. Just from me looking in from where we do put a lot of hypotheses on the thick shorties. If I can name the top, if I can name the top influencers, female influencers, like who making big name, why you think BBLs is a big thing? If skinny girls is in, why you think girls is paying 5, 6, 7 bands to shake to get a butt. If skinny was in. No, society, as a society, we are trying to knock out all the skinny girls. We are. Why do you think they made Ozempic? Because everybody was skinny already? Nah, because people took that shit too far. People took that thick shit too far. Now they gotta go to Ozempic. But now they gonna get too skinny on the Ozempic. Now they gonna get on the shit to get you thick again. You know what I'm saying? For real. You know? Real talk. Like this shit, you know what I'm saying? So we've been I ain't gonna say we, but you know, niggas been pushing this. We telling girls to get in the gym. No, we telling them to get in the gym so that ass can poke out. We ain't. Come on now. I mean, dudes. So I get she like, man, I'm proud of being me, and she letting all y'all motherfuckers know that. And which I think I don't see nothing wrong with it, cause as a society, we have been playing a role on. Dick is the way to go.
As a very skinny girl, I still think the whole like my favorite thing to be a skinny, I think that's batshit crazy. And I love being skinny. I absolutely do. But like it's actually not even one of my top 10 favorite things about myself. Probably not even top 20. I'd say my favorite thing about myself is like my intelligence. Like I'm really smart. I'm also very kind. I love how pretty I find myself, like how beautiful I think I am. And you could argue that like me being skinny is a part of that, and I wouldn't argue with you. But I've always been skinny. My entire life, I came out the womb fucking skinny. Everyone thought I was a preemie. I've always been skinny. But I haven't always felt beautiful. And actually, at points in my life, I felt very ugly, even though I was still very skinny. And like the list goes on. And I don't want to be fat either. Trust me. Like I see the way y'all treat fat people. You treat fat people terribly. You treat fat people as if they're like subhuman. And I don't want to deal with that. But my biggest fear is still probably like the deep sea. Like the deep ocean. That's like that's my biggest fear. I feel like if your favorite thing about yourself is that you're skinny, I have no choice but to believe that you're like insanely dull and uninteresting. Because being skinny is uninteresting. I don't know. I just think that if that's really your favorite thing about yourself, you should maybe get like a hobby or learn some skills, pour into some other cups. I don't know, girl. That's very like concerning and pathetic.
I'm trying to make this. What the fuck did deep sea have to do with this shit? Is alright? Is it? I mean, I could. I mean, but what? All right, let's. What if it was vice versa? What if a girl was like, so either way, it's gonna be offensive to somebody. But if it's offensive to you, then you just saying how you feel about your own self. Because if it's like, really, if you cool with that, like if I was like, I got hair, right? I got dreads, right? If I was that around bald niggas, like, man, my biggest fear of being bald. And a nigga come out, nigga ain't nothing wrong with being bald, nigga. He be like, nigga, he ain't proud of himself being bald. He got issue with that. So with these girls coming out like, you saying it's an issue with you? Because how she sounded, I feel like she wouldn't have no problem. Maybe she would, maybe she wouldn't, but she wouldn't have no problem saying if a big girl was like, my biggest fear is being skinny. She wouldn't be like, you know what I'm saying? So if that hurt your feelings, I feel like that's more on you. But yeah, bro, I mean, it's all about being comfortable. It's all about being comfortable in your own skin. Because regardless of what, I don't know. Like, it's all about how being comfortable it is. Like, you know, I just know what I look right as. I just can't see myself being a chunky dude. But some niggas pull that shit off. And I be like, damn, I wish I could. Because I be like, damn, I could eat like a motherfucker. Like, I eat all fucking day. I eat all mac and cheese, Yeah, all type of shit, nigga. But I got a fucking number 2. So it's about that time. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. They announce where you going. I don't really know, but I know that I'm going.
Loaded up, young nigga, let it get loaded up. Pour some drink, yeah, I pour. In it tonight in the streets.